Hi everybody, I'm Arash and I'm solving another challenge in HackerRank Python preparation. Let's click on solve challenge. I'm still waiting for this website to load. Okay, the next one is called the alphabet Rangoli. It is categorized as easy, and I should say that Rangoli is a kind of simple pattern. I think it might be Indian. Yes, it's Indian folk art base for creation of patterns. Alright, we should get a number from input. For example, number 10. Then we should print a pattern like this from A to the 10th character to the 10th English character, which will be J. Alright, the input is already handled for us, so let's write down the code. Okay, I'm going to first of all write the code to print this second part, and this upper part. Then we copy the code and we modify it a little to print this lower part. First of all, let's handle the middle letters. For example, I'm going to print this J, I, H, G to the A in the center of upper part. And first I'm going to write them for letters, for numbers, and after that we convert numbers to letters. Let's start coding. I'm going to define, I'm going to write down a for I in range. Our range should start from 1 to size plus 1, and I'm going to reverse it because the A is at the end and J is the first one, so I'm going to reverse of this range, and for checking every time I'm going to print I. Let's run the code. It should print something like 5 4 3 2 1. Alright, it's correct until now. 5 4 3 2 1. The next thing is I'm going to write down another for, and its variable will be called J. For J in range of I plus 1 to size plus 1, I'm going to add the letters around center. Let's create a variable called, for example, line, and this line at the beginning only has I. After that, on every loop of this for, I add one number or one character around it. So every time, for example, I do line dot append J, this adds J to the end of it, and I do write line dot what was the word? It was insert. I insert at the position of 0 again our J. So every time we are adding J to the end and to the beginning. And let's print outline. Let's check the code up to this moment. Okay, up to now it's 5, 5, 4, 5, 5, 4, 3, 4, 5 to the middle line. Everything is fine. The next thing is that we are going to convert these I and J's to their equivalent letter. So up to this moment they are the index of letters. So there's a function in Python programming called CHR, if I remember it right. This converts I to this equivalent character, and it uses it as an ASCII code. And whenever you are working with ASCII codes, if I search ASCII and I look at the table, my internet is very bad. Never mind, I write down here. The ASCII code of the letter A is 96, letter B is 97, letter C is 98, and so on. So I write down CHR of I plus 96. I might be wrong about it might be 95 or 97, but it doesn't matter. If anything is wrong, we will find it out soon. So CHR of I plus 96, instead of J we write down CHR of J plus 96, and here again we write down CHR of J plus 96. Let's run the code. So okay, we have converted them to their ASCII. We have converted our indexes to our letters E, EDE, EDCDE, just like here. The next thing is that we should join these characters with dashes. So I write down line is equal to dash dot join, and inside of join I write down line. Let's run the code and check it again. I'm still waiting. Okay, we wrote the dashes, everything is fine. The next thing is that we are going to print it in this format. It means we should fill empty spaces with dashes. First of all, I should calculate how much space I need, or in other words, what is the maximum width of this square kind of pattern. As you can see, for example, when size is 5, we have 9 characters in the longest line, which is width is equal to size multiplied by 2 minus 1. So for example, when size is 5, it will be equal to 9, like here. Or whenever size is 3, we have 5 characters here. 3 multiplied by 2 is equal to 6. 6 minus 1 is 5. Then we should count the dashes. Whenever the width is equal to 9, we have 8 dashes. because they are between them. Whenever our size is equal to 5, we have 4 dashes here. So I should write down width plus equal to width minus 1. We add one, we add a number 1 less than its previous value to it, and instead of printing line, we print line dot center. To justify it in the middle, we write down its length is equal to width, and we write that it should fill empty spaces with dashes. Let's run the code to check everything again, and it works fine. Our next job is to write down this lower part, so I just simply copy this 4 down here. Let's adjust the indents. Okay, we have our 4 again, but this time we don't need this reverse. In other words, we are reversing our reverse, so we can simply remove the previous reverse. And the next thing is to running the code and checking it, and our pattern is correct. Instead of one little thing, we have printed the middle line twice, which should be printed once. So I modify this for loop very very slightly. I start this from 2 instead of 1. So let's run the code. It should be fine now, and it is. Let's submit the code to check more test cases, and all of them are correct. Alright guys, this was Arash. Thank you for watching my video. See you next time.